post-match interview here at the Erie following tonight's 3-1 victory over Stotfold. Dave, seemed a bit more like us tonight. Obviously the first half wasn't quite what we wanted it to be, but I say a quick burst at the start of the second half, 2 quick goals, and we took the game away from our opponents. And yeah, that's now back-to-back wins at home after going 5 without a win. So you must be really pleased.
I am with the result. Look, first half I thought was poor, of which it's very rare that I lose my rag, but I did at half time. I didn't think first half was good enough. Stotfold could and should have been in front. A lot of the play, I have to say a lot of it was down to us. I just thought it just wasn't good enough. I mean, I can go into ins and outs of it, but it was poor. I told them I felt only 3 players coming out of the first half with any credit whatsoever, and plus the keeper probably. But
what did you think that we were lacking in the first half that maybe we saw better in the second?
Composure for one. I felt only 3 players. I named them. I said Pat, Rio and Lee. It looked like they wanted to get on the ball and keep the ball and keep it nice and simple. The others were all rushing it all over the place and giving it away too cheap. I had to go at Laurie because I felt that their danger was down their left, our right, and it was too easy because Laurie too often was gone. You know, an area that has proved in the second half that he literally tied it all up. I mean, I felt if he was a 2 out of 10 first half, he was a 9 out of 10 second half, and that was the difference. It was that little bit of maturity from him, and he had a fantastic second half. So yes, look, I've had a right go. Dug a few out, dug a few of the new players out, but I felt the response from them all was unreal. You know, the 3 boys up front, Terry got it a little bit at half time, and then second half, I thought his performance second half, he's earned us a penalty within the side about 2 minutes, and he become a handful. And it's you know, you hopefully we're starting to see the player that we thought we'd signed. He's kind of flattered to deceive a little bit for me. He's done the odd bit. You think there's a player, then he does things and you think there's not a player ever going to be. And tonight he looked a player. Second half he really looked a player. And the same with Rafa on the right hand side. I thought first half he just run up dead ends and run into trouble all the time. And second half and again, look, he's been playing. He's 18 and he was playing at a struggling Kempston, and he's come here and he made a little bit of an impact Saturday, but it was easy to make an impact late in the game, I suppose. And today, first half was not good enough, second half was outstanding, and he caused them so many problems. Should almost got himself an outrageous goal, hit the bar, and was a thorn in their side the whole time. So loved what he did. Loved what Randy did. He scored a good goal in the first half. And second half again, I thought their 2 centre-backs struggled to live with him. But all round, everybody just upped their games. You know, that all of a sudden we defended properly. I'm not sure they had a shot on goal in the second half, whereas first half they looked like a shoot at will. So we got a response, and we need to keep getting responses. You know, we can sit here and go, we think we've got a good squad, we think we've got this, we think we've got that. They need to start showing it. Saturday I thought they did. We were really pleased Saturday, thought it was a great performance. And our second half performance today, we won the game. I think we took it away from Stotfold. You know, and got in the end we got a thoroughly deserved result in the end, albeit, you know, Stotfold will feel they should have been in better nick by half time. So, but really pleased, and we need to pick up some results and get ourselves into away from the wrong end of the table, which hopefully I think we've moved up 2 or 3 today, and you know we've got some games coming up that we've got to look to pick up some points from.
Nothing else to say, is it?
Didn't think he was going to let you speak for a minute there, Skip.
Well, I didn't want him to.
Yeah. So
I've had 2 birthdays since.
Last time he spoke.
I say it was certainly, as Dave has just suggested, it was certainly a game of 2 halves. But we've had, I thought Saturday we played well, but sort of 2 or 3 games before then, we didn't look a great deal of threat going forward. Whereas today, yes, we had our issues in the first half, and we maybe didn't. They created a lot of chances in the first half, but I still felt we put 2 or 3 really decent balls into the box. I mean, even in the first minute, we've had a corner and could easily have scored. So whilst we weren't great in the first half, we're certainly, I feel, with the addition of these lads up top, that we're certainly more of a threat going forward.
Yeah, from the little bit I saw on Saturday, I thought we did look a threat, to be fair.
Was that what you saw, or?
Well, yeah, I didn't see the whole game. I didn't see the whole game. We've had. I felt we've had a threat all season. But I know exactly what you're saying. Is now the presence of Randy up top, and all of a sudden
He's a real. I mean, he's still
Focal
only
point.
18, but he's a real focal point.
a
For the
focal
team,
point,
isn't he?
and players will tell you when they walk out, and you see a player like that, it gives you the extra 5-10%, and all of a sudden, I mean, first Dave's alluded to, first half, I thought all 3 strikers were pretty average because they were crossing the balls when there was no one in there.
It's quite interesting because I thought we were talking about Randy as the focal point. I thought on Saturday his hold-up play really caused their centre half some problems, but I feel like we didn't really play off him as much in the first half of this contest. But he did. I would say he took his goal very well, and he came to the fore more in the second half.
He did second half, but the second half they were holding the ball up, playing the way they were facing, and it allowed us to sort of step up and play in their third and play as we can and should really. So previous ones, like I said, I think we've always had a goal threat, but it's crazy. One guy's 6'4" with a bit of pace, and suddenly you've got a different dimension, and all of a sudden now you feel teams are walking out and they're defending 5 yards further back, and without giving too much away, young Raf has given us something that we've been missing as well. So yeah, we've got a couple of extra strings to our bow, shall we say, and all of a sudden we're not relying on the defence to be under pressure all the time. Although for 25 minutes today, I did feel for them because they were being left isolated. They were having people running at them. At times they had 3 or 4 attackers going at them. We had a bit of a soft underbelly really, but we held out, scored a goal. I mean, Stotfold, bless them, they've had the sort of luck that we've been having, where they've had a great chance to hit the post, had a great chance, should have scored, and within 10 seconds we're 1-0 up. And
it's almost sort of sums up when you're at the wrong end of the table that both clubs are at the moment. In the first half particularly, they've literally should have scored from a cross and they've hit the post and just one pass forward, and we've gone up the other end and scored. So it's fine margins as we often say. Yeah,
but again on Saturday, if you look at their first goal, we've got the ball, we're comfortable with it. For some reason we go long, straight down the keeper's throat. It's one long ball. They're down the right hand side, they cross the ball, the guy's on the end of it, he scuffs it back in the middle, and there's a bloke tapping into an empty goal. So we've gifted that goal. So when it doesn't go, when it's not going for you, it's hard. And today we've had, that's a massive bit of luck that we got, because the first goal today was always going to be key. Yes, they scored an absolute wonder strike for 1-1 at half time, but you just felt we hadn't performed first half and we can't play any worse second half. And Dave said a few choice words to 1 or 2 of them, and in fairness they've responded, and it's always better when you win a game of football. But I want to sit there and say we've played better in games and not got what we deserved in other games. So I've said it before when you ask the questions. Sometimes you play really well, Saturday you come up with nothing, other times you don't play quite as well, and you get a result in 3 points. So massive 5 minutes beginning of the second half. Those 2 goals settled us down and allowed us to play. And the good thing is, in the last 5 weeks, I think we've thrown away 2 goal leads twice, Enfield and Tame. So there was always that niggling doubt in the back of your mind. But yeah, we're not far away. I said it on Saturday, we're not far away. And now all of a sudden we've got we looked like we could score goals, and we defended well second half, and I thought fully deserved it. Fully deserved it.
Excellent stuff, gents. Well, back-to-back home wins after being the only team that hadn't won at home, so that's obviously a positive sign. We go into Saturday at home again against Ware, and then we are away at Hadley the following Saturday. So let's hope we can continue that run as we lead up to Christmas. Well done, gents.
Thanks, Lee.